Hello, it is Thursday, March 1st, 2012 at 2:04 p.m. Central Standard Time. And last night we had a report of like 12 people that died in tornadoes, and this morning we've got this gentleman, Breibart, that died in LA at 43 of a heart attack. And it's just, we got all these people dying all of a sudden. The Lord had me quit making videos for a while, and now He'd have me to do one here. And I'm most certain of it, so I hope that He blesses it. They say that the cause of death is unknown and an autopsy is likely, but they also say that he was walking near his home in Brentwood neighborhood shortly after midnight when he collapsed, said actor Orson Bean, his father-in-law. He was rushed to emergency room at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. Breibart had suffered heart problems a year earlier, but Bean said he could not pinpoint what happened. Well, I can't really prove anything. I have a thought as to what might be the problem, because I've had some things happening at my house that might be the same as what affected him. I've got frequencies that are somehow being put into my house, and a while back I did get some kind of a zap from my computer that was like brain numbing, and it's quite possible that that's what happened to this gentleman. I assume he's carrying his phone, and if he has his phone, I'm sure it can be a conductor the same way that my computer was. I went and looked at the weather loops during that period, and we did have some frequency, I call them frequency bars, being put into the air ahead of time. This is March 1st at 4:31, the loop starts, and it ends at March 1st at 18:45, and it goes in about 15-minute increments. I'm just going to kind of cruise through here. Midnight Pacific Standard Time is 8 UTC time, and the time is right here. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit. See if I can get LA. LA is right down in here, and here's where you see the time. And so we'll just start at the beginning. This is nighttime when we're looking at infrared. These satellite bars I was talking about, they don't show up at night, they only show up during the day. And so going back to 8, right in here is when he died, 8:15. But we're not seeing any set time because it's infrared again. But if I go forward a little further, you can see the daylight will come because the clouds start looking like clouds right here. And your cars right there. See how they fluctuate? It's like, like a pulsing or a, here a zap, there a zap. And it adds up somehow and charges things. And that's probably what it does more than anything else, from what I can determine by what's happening in my house, is that things get charged and then they start resonating. Let's go back and look at College of DuPage. Here is the visible satellite, and unfortunately we're missing that. Let's go back to, whoops. Each of these works differently. Let me get my bearings here. All right, let's start at the beginning. This is at 4:45, and I don't think you can see it, but all in through here, there's these little bands that fluctuate. They're very hardly visible. You'll have to go look at them yourself. This is the College of DuPage website, the Next Generation Weather Lab, when we're looking at the 1KM product, visible satellite. That's where these bars show up, and all the radar rings have long stay a little longer. So going back, here's 4:45, 5. You can see right here at 5:10, again remembering that little after 8 UTC is when he had his heart attack. You can see there were quite a few rings going right in this area. And these are not just rings on the satellite image that are showing up. These are actually something going into the air, and it shows up in the visible range, so they're some kind of visible wave. And so now we've passed it, and let me go ahead and play it through, and you can see that I think some more come up here. Yeah, right there. See quite a few come up right in there. And then we've got, well, this is just a repeat of the same thing. I mean, I'll play it through. it doesn't show up as good. But you can kind of see they come the full range down. Let me zoom in here. Oops. There we go. And this is like the edge of one satellite image, and this is the edge of another, and they come from both directions. Let's see, I don't know if that shows up on this one. Well, here's the California one. Let's see. I'm kind of just doing this off the cuff, so I don't have it as nicely arranged as I usually do. Let me zoom back out on this one and see if the ones from the right-hand side show up. I have to go frame by frame. It goes so fast. Right there was one. So you get one down here. Oops. Right in here. And then the next frame you get some up in here. And these are going into Texas, and this is kind of where the storm was last night, all in through here. This is at 2:15 UTC, and let's go see what happens by 8:15. Well, we missed the portion right before because we go from 3:45 to 8:15. And then NexSat also, we can see, well, I already showed you that. So anyway, I could not say anything because the Lord wants me to bring this forth. And he said he had a heart attack before, and that's probably the reason. Different frequencies, our brain runs on little frequencies, little electromagnetic signals. And so these things can be triggered very easily by just directing them to exactly where you want them to go. And they've learned how to use these to target specific organs like the heart. Nick Begich has some really good information on this. You can look him up on YouTube. So anyway, there you have it. God bless you, and my prayers will be with his family, as well as those that died in the tornado. God bless you.